Hi, Jase Hintz here with Weekly Outdoor Plus. I'm going to be giving you your weekly tip right now. Last couple weeks we've been going over starting at your base with your feet, how to position them, working your way up to your waist, how to bend correctly on hills and whatnot. And we've also, last week we talked about your grip, where this week I'm going to be talking to you about having the proper draw length and how to correctly draw your bow back, where a lot of people just whip it back as fast as they can to their face. And a lot of people also, when they're standing straight up and down, we were talking about the first week. This is one of those things where with the correct draw length, it'll make sure that you do that. And then we're also going to have the next couple weeks, we're going to be talking about your arms and stuff, where this draw length you have to have correct before you start any of this, because otherwise you won't be able to get the exact arm bend you're looking for, or having your elbow straight back instead of canted in or anything, so you can cut out all your muscles. First of all, we're going to be talking when you go to pull back your bow. Most people will just look at what they're going to pull back at, and they're going to pull back straight to their face, straight at the target. But then you're going to pull back, and when you look through your peep sight, you're going to be up or down, left or right, and then you're adjusting up and down, left or right. You're not settling into your shot. So when you pull back, you're going to have to start high, come down, anchor, and come down on the target. And then when you focus on that target, you can stop right there. As you can tell, you have to have the correct draw length to be able to do all of this. If your draw length's too long, you're not going to be able to settle down on it. If you have that short draw length, a lot of people come up on the target, and then you're going to start freezing below it and stuff, and you're going to have a harder time getting your muscles all relaxed down into where you need them to be. Second thing now, when you are picking out your draw length, there's a lot of different ways that you can adjust it. Some people have bows like most of the missions, like a Mission Menace, or a couple of like the Hoyt competition bows. They have simple modules that you just have to loosen up, and you can actually just adjust it with an Allen wrench. Then you also have bows like the Mathews Creed, which you need a different module, not a whole cam, just the module little piece that's in there. And if you just get that other piece, you can screw it out with an Allen wrench again, put it back in there. You also have different kinds, the more classic Mathews have actual cam you need to switch out. You don't need the top turning wheel, just the bottom cam. And Hoyt also has a bunch of, pretty much all theirs now has their modules alone. So, most of your local dealers like ourselves here at Bucks and Bulls will be able to get you that one that you need, or we have it in stock hopefully, so you won't have to have that waiting period, and just a nice little custom thing to have. When you're doing your draw length, you pull back, and you're going to have your arm in the front a little bit straight. Your back one you want to have straight back. We're going to talk more in depth about that next week. First thing you got to do is have someone looking there at you, because you can't tell if you're leaning forward or backwards like we were talking about with your base. So when you pull back, you should be able to have your eye, when you're looking through your peep sight, all settled in. You want your eye directly above your belly button. So hold an arrow up, have a buddy stand straight in line with you, and make sure that it's straight up and down. You don't want to have it so you pull back and your draw length's too short and you lean your face into it. And you don't want to have it so your draw length's way too long, and you pull back past your face here and then you lean back into it. And if it's too short, you got to lean down into it and your arm's really bent. Having the correct draw length will help you hold a lot steadier, and you won't have any of the shaking problems. And 90% of the people have too long of a draw length because they need that extra 10 feet a second or whatever it is. But that not having the correct draw length, all you're going to do is miss faster, and nobody likes missing faster. It's nothing cool about that. So little things, again, recap here. When you pull back, you got to come down on the target, settle down in, and then make sure right away, if your draw length's correct, that your eye is above your belly button, not leaning forward, not leaning backwards. If you get those two little things again, like the last couple weeks, this is going to help you tremendously. And if you can do, have your buddy look at it tomorrow if you need to. If you missed a big buck this year, that could be why. Little things like this will help you out in the field, help you out shooting against your buddies, shooting Techno Hunt League like they're doing right behind me right now. Little things like that are going to make you shoot like you want to, make it more enjoyable. Next week, we're going to be talking about arms. Make sure you tune in. Thanks for watching again. And as always, have a wonderful week.